Hello, today I am going to cover with you some text functions that will allow you to do the following. Sometimes you have text, like this text right here, that doesn't allow you to format as a date. So when you go here and select short date or long date or any other way of trying to format this, it's just not going to do it. Why? Because people enter it manually in the wrong format as text. Or they simply had a text file that had the date like this and they copied and pasted, and they did not complete the steps necessary to paste it as a date. So in Excel, I'm going to show you how you deal with that. To deal with those problem dates, you go ahead and basically want to learn how to use the text functions. For September 13, 1959, I want to go ahead and to get September. So for that, I'm going to type equals, left, open parentheses, look at this cell where the text lives, comma, and then how many characters do I want to extract from the leftmost side of this cell. Let's say I want to extract 4 characters. I type 4, press my parentheses, hit enter, and now I have extracted 4 characters. Now September doesn't just have 4 characters. It has obviously more than that. It has 9 characters. So I am going to go ahead and highlight the 4 and then change that to 9. And here it comes, September by itself. The right function works similarly to the left function. This time though, it is going to extract the rightmost characters from a string, or the string that I'm working with right now. It's B3. And the number of characters I might want would be 4 digits or 4 characters, which is the year. Now the medium or the mid text function works like this. Equals mid, open parentheses, same text, and then this is going to be fun because this extracts a substring starting in the middle of a string. Let's go ahead and say give me the first 3 characters. That's not going to work. I'm going to click OK. The reason it doesn't work is because in the mid, in addition to telling it how many characters you need to tell it where to start. So here I'm going to say go to the 10th character and then give me 2 characters, and that gives me the number 1. If I say go to the 11th character and give me number 2 or 2 characters, go to the 11th place, start at the 11th place and give me the first 2 characters after that, including the 11th place, then I will get something like this. September has 9, the space is 10, number 1 it's 1, number 3 is 2, so it gives me 13. All this is going to look together something like this. So in this example, I'm just simply going to take what I wrote for left, right, and mid and combine them in the following way. I want the day first, then I want the month, then I want the year. So I rearrange this with ampersands. Once I hit enter, it gives me this format for the date. Now, I need to still convert this text string to being a date. It has the right format, day, month, and year. Now I need to solidify this as a date by doing this. Equals date value, open parentheses, take this and show it to me as a value. Okay, so this gives you a random number instead of the actual date. But if I go to home and say this is a short date, now it knows it's a date. In this example, you notice that on my formulas, I simply took the left, figure out how long or how big September was, took the right, figure out how long that was to get the year, and then the mid, which was a day, I needed to figure out that I needed to go ahead and go out and start at the 11th place and then get those 2 characters. Then I combine all 3 concepts to create one long argument, one formula that would give me this, and then I typed equals date value of this cell to gain the actual value. And then as extra step and precaution, I went to the date and then I made it a short date. Or you can also make it a long date or whatever kind of date you want. Now that this is an actual date, you can do things with it as a date and not as a text string. Okay, I'm going to do the next 2 really quick. Equals left this cell. So I have this cell, right? July is 4, so I want only with July. The word July, I included 4. Right, it's 4-digit number still, so I want to have the rightmost 4 numbers. Then the mid, I want to go ahead and go in 6 numbers from the beginning. 4 plus a space is 5. 6 is number 2. So I want to start at 6. And then I want the 2 characters including 6th one. And then I combine all of them in this way. And the same for these. December is 7 letters. So I grab from the left the first 7 characters. December still has that year. 2-digit year, so I only want to go to that string and take from the right the 4 characters, which is the year, and then mid, it's 7 characters plus 1, the space after December, 7, and then 8, and then 9 for the mid. Am I correct on that? Let's find out. So September is 7, 8, 9. So I want to start on the first one, so yes, it's 9. And then the 2 characters including 9. Let's go ahead and I process it. There it is. December 1. Let's go ahead and check it out. On my mid, you can see I have here on the 9th character, right? So let's change that to 10th and see if it'll do better. Aha! So the 10th character is actually the 1, not the space, right? So December, I miscounted, and it's actually 8 characters. So that's 8. The space is 9 plus, right? December is 8 letters plus 1 is 9, and then 1 is 10. So over here, that's why I have 10, starting with 10, 2 characters. Alright, so I need to fix it here as well, because it was 8 characters for December, otherwise I'm going to get Decem, and then it was 10 characters for the 11th, there it is, and now I just need to go ahead and fill the value and look at the cell next to it, so I'm just going to fill this down. There it is. Big application of this, look at a big number, a big set of numbers like this one, so that the end result shows this. So here I did 1 for 1 character and 1 for 2 characters, because I won the first character and then the second character. If I looked at this is just a combination of the mid and the left and the right. This too work because I'm coming in from April. April is 5 plus 1 is 6 and then 7, so that's a 7 space that I want from the mid, and then I want the next 2 characters. So that's why it works for this one as well. It's the same spacing. You see that? Only the cell on the left is changing. So it goes from A3 to A2, from A2 to A3. So once I've done a set of these, I do one for these, one for that. In the same manner that I did this, I do for all 12 months of the year. Then I can go ahead and simply fill it down. So in this example, I did all the way to December, like so. You can see the text, you can see the formula. Then I selected all the way to December, and then I duplicated that formula all the way down to 2001 records. And then I just did the value and filled it out down.